What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darian's Competitive Pokemon. Going to be playing a game on PTCGO. Going to be rocking Tapu Bulu Vikavolt today. I actually was able to get the Clefairy into my list here, so we do have the option there for that Clefairy with the Metronome. If I were playing against a Gardevoir GX deck, that could be pretty good. Just because, Tapu Bulu does fall short of that 230 damage output that you need to knock out a Gardevoir GX. Tapu Bulu very good at hitting 210 damage with a choice band, but 230 a little bit outside that range. You do have a couple options though. There's the Tapu Koko GX with its GX attack, does hit that 230 if your opponent has if they have 4 energy in play and you have a choice band. You can use that with the Mew from Fates Collide. If you use the Fates Collide Mew, you can you can actually perform that GX attack without actually leaving a GX Pokemon in danger. So that's pretty good. But having Clefairy to be able to metronome a Gardevoir GX, maybe a Gardevoir GX that just had gotten a little too trigger happy, has way too many energy on it, because a Gardevoir GX needs like 6 energy or 5 in a choice band in order to knock out an energyless Tapu Bulu, and most of the time Tapu Bulus will be energyless. You can see my opponent has some nice Ultra Balls here, so that's pretty cool. Looks like they are playing a Volcanion deck. This should be pretty straightforward. I play a bunch of Tapu Bulus in here who can knock out Volcanions very easily. You can knock out Turtonators very easily. It's just going to be a matter of, do I hit my Field Blowers? Do I hit my Guzmas? Do I get a Vikavolt set up in a timely manner? And then we should be pretty much good to go from there. Looks like my opponent is about to Sycamore or something, so they are going to use that Max Elixir onto the bench Tapu Koko and then go ahead and Sycamore. That's fine. I don't really see, what the point of hitting that energy there is. Maybe they could use it as a Guzma target later on, and just get the free retreat. But as you can see, they pulled that energy out of the deck, and now they've missed 2 Max Elixirs. Like, maybe I would have end that original hand away instead of going for a Sycamore, just because the opponent did not really have a good target for Max Elixir. And Max Elixir is a really valuable resource in this deck. So, as far as I'm concerned, Volcanion going first doesn't really need to be all that aggressive. Like, you could have just afforded probably to end, but, that's their choice. So, let's see. With this, I want to definitely get at least one more Grubbin, a Tapu Bulu, and probably another Grubbin, just in case things get weird here. I could get a Mew also, which wouldn't be bad. I think maybe I'll get a Mew just in case, because this way I have 2 Grubbins. I do have a Mew, and if if my opponent's definitely knocking out this Grubbin next turn, hopefully the following turn I can then go up Mew. Maybe I can encounter if I need to in order to get a Vikavolt or something like that. But, I am going to end up ending. It's going to be awkward though. I could have seen also getting another Grubbin just so that I have 2 turns to be able to safely set up set up an attacker here. But I did also want just the free retreat so that I can promote the Mew and then just go from there and, kind of see what I get after the end here. So, I guess I could wait on the energy attachment just to see like what I get. But if I do hit the, I think probably we just attach this here. And then if I end, I have Rescue Stretcher, so I'm cool actually. So getting the Mew is definitely the right play, because we're just gonna grab this Grubbin right back, slap that on our bench, and now we're safe. So like safe more or less. Like we don't have to worry about just getting Guzma this turn and then my opponent just having a very aggressive go at me here. So this turn I will just encounter. It is a little bit of just an awkward turn. It's not very exciting, but I am going to encounter and just go grab my Charge-a-Bug here, and we're just going to evolve up slowly. So like next turn I'm getting a Charge-a-Bug. The turn after I can get a Vikavolt. Like that is pretty slow. It's not exactly what we want, but at the very least I can throw the Charge-a-Bug down, attach a Grass, and then Sycamore, and then maybe I hit, Vikavolt after that. Ultimately, I'm not really super concerned with knocking out this little Volcanion here. I really want to just take 3 EX knockouts. So, the unfortunate thing, though, is that having this Mew active it is just a little guy. You know, my opponent probably will take another knockout. So if my opponent is able to stream back-to-back knockouts on back-to-back Bulus or something like that, they will be able to close out the game just because of my, you know, rather slow start. I'm actually okay with them taking the Grubbin here instead of the Mew, because that means that I can force them to take odd prizes. And they also only did 60 damage. Wow, they did not get the knockout either. Did they miscount? I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so I'm fine with this. I will probably evolve my benched. Probably going to evolve the bench Charge Bug just because it seems the safest. And then I'm in a weird spot where I think I just... I think I am just going to attach the Grass Energy to my Bulu here, or to the Mew. If I attach it to the Mew is probably a little more safe, just because, like, if my opponent takes the Grubbin out, and then, you know, then I can promote the Mew, take a knockout with Mew, and force them on odd prizes again. So I think that that's fine. And then I have this weird choice. Do I put down the Grubbin, or do I put down the Charge or the Bulu? I think I put down the Grubbin, just in case my opponent does try to, you know, pull off this strategy where they just target down my, target down my boys here. Do have Energy Recycler, Choice Band, Heavy Ball. None of these really look appealing to me right now. I'm just gonna have to wait one more turn before I get the Bulu, before I get, you know, my Vikavolt active. So next turn, even if my opponent does knock out this Charge Bug, I have Skyla for Rare Candy, so that's fine. Let's just go ahead and pass and see what my opponent can do. It is a little bit awkward because I am going to have to knock out this non-EX Volcanion. It looks like I probably will not be able to pull off the strategy where I just knock out 3 EX Pokemon, GX Pokemon, what have you, in a row. That would be ideal, but I will get to slow things down at least by, you know, using this Mew here. My opponent does get Power Heater. Now they've got 2 fully charged Pokemon EX, Pokemon GX. That's pretty cool. Oh, and they have this Volcanion here that they're powering up. So that is interesting. Maybe my opponent will try to, you know, force me into an odd prize situation. I don't really think that they'll be able to do that too well, but, you know, they could try. I do actually have a Guzma play, so that is super cool. I don't have the extra, let's see. Yeah, I do have a Guzma play, so that is nice. I think I would like to take out the Turtonator, so I think I'm going to do that with the Mew, and that probably makes the most sense. So let's just go in and Lele here. Yes, I'd like to search for a supporter card. Let's make sure that Guzma's in there. Yep, we got 3 Guzmas in deck, so we're going to grab that. And just that Turtonator, I mean, I could go in with the Tapu Bulu, though, just because the odds of any of these 2 guys being able to knock me out are pretty slim. So maybe I will do that. But then if they do get the knockout on the Bulu, then I'm just in like a losing situation there, because then they could just Guzma and knock out something else for game. So I think I do want to go in with the Tapu. I'll go in with the Mew. So let's just do that. We're going to Strong Charge, a Grass and a Lightning. So let's attach the Grass to my Mew, the Lightning to my Tapu Bulu here. And then I think I'll wait until next turn to Energy Recycler. So let's retreat into my Bulu. Guzma up, the Turtonator, promote the Mew, and let's see, I could attach the Lightning somewhere if I want to. I guess it's fine to attach it to this Tapu Bulu here on the bench just to get an extra energy down. In case I want to go in with my Tapu Koko GX, that's an option too, so I do really like that. And then let's just go ahead and Nature's Judgment, and we are going to discard, yes. So we do 210 damage. Thing's got no Fury Belt on it, so it is a clean knockout. That's pretty cool. And I do like having the Tapu Koko GX play right now. Just if my opponent were to knock out my Vikavolt or something like that with their Volcanion, I could go in with that. My opponent's got like 5 energy in play, so I can kind of steal a knockout that way, which is a pretty neat little thing that this deck, can do. It's just a nice option. And, yeah, so I definitely do like that. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. They did blow through those Max Elixirs early without really getting too much use out of them. You can see they got the 1 fire here, then they whiffed 2. That's their last Max Elixir that they used. So they are probably going to have to try and recharge here with a power heater. Fortunately for them, they will be able to get the knockout on the Mew with the power heater. However, I do not plan on, making it very easy for my opponent to take another non-EX or non-GX knockout here. Unfortunately, I don't have the Guzma play ready. So let's see. I think I will promote this Tapu Bulu. Yes, and then we're going to do 180 with that one. Sounds good. And then I can just, strong charge, that's fine. So let's see, I could Skyla for a Guzma, honestly. I may just do that. Or I could Skyla for a Sycamore. I could Skyla and just set up another, Vikavolt here. If I heavy ball for the Vikavolt, get a second Vikavolt set up. That's probably fine, but I don't really want to waste all that. So let's just go ahead and then we'll strong charge. Let's get another grass. And I don't have another lightning ready, so that's fine. Maybe I should have energy recycled first, but that doesn't really bother me because I honestly don't really have anywhere that I want to put that lightning yet. I want to save it for next turn, so that's fine. And then I think I will just, let's see, Skyla for another supporter. We're just going to go ahead and get ourselves a Sycamore here just to draw through our deck a little bit, just because I feel like we have to at this point. I can heavy ball. Just going to burn some resources here just in case my opponent does decide to end me. I don't want to draw dead. There's really no point in getting the Vikavolt, so I'm just going to let that stick. And then I will Field Blower both of these Fury Belts, I think. Yeah, because there's no point in Field Blowing my opponent's active. I am going to discard either way. So let's just Field Blower both those. And then we will Nature's Judgment here for 180 damage. So, let's do that. Take that knockout. Now, me and my opponent are tied at 3-3 prizes. This is a little bit of a sketchy situation. You're going to see, I am going to need to take, probably an EX knockout. My opponent, I suspect that they will be able to steam up twice and get this knockout on this Tapu Bulu. Maybe I should have went for an N. But if I did go for an N, then, so probably I guess I should have gone for an N just so that I could end my opponent down. But I did want to draw some resources myself, but I guess if they knock out this Bulu, then all they need to do is Guzma knock out this Grubbin. So it is just a little bit of a tough scenario for me. They're going to end me anyway, so this is fine. It's a tough scenario for me either way. I don't really think that I had the best route there with the hands that I had, just because I was going to need to score back-to-back Guzma plays since my opponent was able to be a little more aggressive than me early on, and just take some knockouts with that little Volcanion, where I, took a little bit longer to get started. Now I am going to be able to, score a knockout here on this Volcanion, so that's good, but I don't really know if there's any reasonable way. I could Volcanic Heat with the Clefairy, but that's not going to get the job done. My opponent's only got one prize left. Yeah, so if we're not attacking with Clefairy here, we actually need to end. So this is fine. And they're going up with their Volcanion that has the Fury Belt on it, so that's super rough. Let's just go ahead. We're going to Ultra Ball away. What's up, Mikey? How you doing? Let's see. I can actually... Okay, I could go in with the GX, so that would definitely get the knockout, the Tapu Koko GX. So I think we're just going to do that. But then I would need to accelerate a lightning and a grass into the deck, and then I would need to end, and I would have to hit another energy. And if I didn't, then we'd be done, right? So that's a little stressful too, just because I don't have the energies in play, because I can't. Yeah, I'd have to take... Oh, no, I could do it. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's get this, and then we can accelerate. I just my ordering's a little wrong. I need to do this, and then I can accelerate both those to the Tapu Koko. So we're going to guarantee the knockout that way. Let's do Tapu Koko GX, Arrow Trail. Yep, we're going to choose that lightning energy there, and then he goes into the active. Then we strong charge, and we put another lightning grass. Yep, so we're going to do that, and we're going to put them both on the Tapu Koko GX. And we're going to hope that my opponent does not, you know, rip the cards they need to knock me out. Oh, who would have thought? I got the Field Blower anyway. So let's Field Blower the Float Stone there and that. Yep, that's fine. I could throw some energies back into my deck just in case my opponent. Yeah, probably we'll just throw those back in. And that's fine. I have Sycamore in hand, so that's pretty good, but, you know, I can't imagine that my opponent is going to whiff the 2 fires they need. 450 damage, it's crazy. I can't imagine they're going to whiff the 2 fires that they need in order to take the game here. They do promote the Lele. Maybe they got Guzma already, and they're just sitting on it. He's already got 1 fire in hand, and he's got the Oranguru. Yeah, there's pretty much no way my opponent doesn't get it. This deck runs a lot of fire energy. Unless my opponent is tapped out completely. They've only got a few cards left in deck. They got the Guzma. So, good game. We got off to a little bit of a slow start. That is a close matchup. It kind of goes back and forth. It could go either way. But well fought out, you know, either way. My opponent was able to pull that one out, even though they missed all those max elixirs early. So, pretty impressive on my opponent's part there. I will show off the deck list real quick just to show where I'm at with Tapu Bulu Vikavolt at the moment. And that's it. So, if you got any questions about the list, feel free to ask me in the comments below. If you got any comments about the deck, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.